What's up, guys? Just killing time inside today since it froze last night. So it's been a good day to hang out inside. I think it was 23 degrees last night, if I'm not mistaken. I'm just priming up some cases. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just learning how to reload. So before today, I've only reloaded 10 rounds total. Um, I'm trying to now. I guess I'm making up a ladder so I can see if I can find a powder node to focus on. Shooting 7 PRC, uh, H1000 powder, 195 grain burgers, Elite Hunters, I think is what they're called. Yep, Elite Hunters. There you go, you can see them in the background. So for my powder, it says the lowest is 60 grains, and then work your way up to 65 is the max. And I tried to watch YouTube videos on the best way to find the powder node, and every video I watched was completely different, it seemed like. So I think about what I've decided is to go in just point 0.2 grains. No, I'm trying to find the powder node. You up there hanging out with Ron Holly? My plan, I think he told me to do point 0.5, and I'm sure that's like point 0.5 grains at maybe 5 rounds, 3 rounds, I'm not sure. Groups. I think I'm gonna do point 0.2 grains and just do single rounds, point 0.2 grains in each one, and then shoot them maybe this weekend, tomorrow, something, whenever I get a chance, and see if I can find a flat spot or a node. TWA, what are you doing in TWA? You out there helping Britt wrangle those squirrels up? We need to see if Britt will sell us an acre of land down there on the river wherever he's at, so we can build us a fishing cabin. I'd love to go down there and have somewhere to go fish where you could not have to worry about driving home at night. I know you got land all over Mississippi. I'm sure you wouldn't be against owning another plot somewhere else. Oh. All right, let's see. I think that's it. I think 25 is all I was gonna do. Oh yeah, you're close to the Pearl River, but you don't back up to it. We need some land we can just go walk outside, get in the boat, and fish. You'd have to drive to a public boat ramp, huh? That's why we have to go in as on it. We'll have to get we can probably get 5 or 6 people at work that want to have some land on the river. Oh, shouldn't be too hard. It's definitely expensive, I'm sure. Even land on the Pearl River around here is expensive. Where isn't he down on the Mississippi River somewhere or one of the tributaries or something? Oh. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure either. I know he's got some land on the river down there somewhere. All right, 60.2. So I think is our starting point. I wonder how to keep track of. I got a Sharpie, but I don't know if it's going to stay on the brass. Oh, what'd you order? Taurus 905. I'm not sure what that is. Let's check it out. Taurus 905. Searching for Taurus 9. A snub nose revolver. We got a fun new little handgun to show on the channel today. A snub nose revolver. Watch out. Why don't you just get a what's the 410-45? What's the 410-45? A judge. Why didn't you just get a judge? Or you just want to shoot the bullets you already got? Yeah, 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 judge. Well, a judge. Why didn't you just get a judge? Yeah. And I'm sure you already got plenty of 9mm, right? All right. I got to keep track of these somehow. Let's move them to the front row, and then I'll move them back as I load them. Get them out of my way. All right, what do we need? We need the funnel. Cheap. Yes. Yes, I got it from I think Midway. I think I got it from Midway. All right, this is 60.2. I really need to write it on there. I think it'll get wiped off, but 60.2. Maybe it'll stay on there. I'll try to keep them in order going across the back. All right, now we want a 60.4. I don't remember. I think I ordered it when I ordered a couple other things. I don't remember it being bad, but I had to have it, so I probably wasn't paying that close of attention. And I think I threw the receipt away. I don't think I have it. I could go back and look and let you know. I'm sure I got an email about it. The squirrel's awake. I hear him chirping over there. I think it was more expensive at Bass Pro Shop when I looked at it. 60.6. Yeah, I think it was yeah, I know you were telling me that you were trying to buy something during COVID, I think, or right after COVID, and it was crazy, right? Yeah, Bass Pro Shop's got a bunch of stuff, but if I'm not mistaken, I looked at it and it was cheaper online, but I didn't. I don't know if I checked on the fees to see if it was different on the fees. I'm sure they're increasing their price to cover their fees too. But like you said, they're probably buying it in bulk. Hopefully, I can keep track of all these numbers. All right, 60.6. I'm also curious if I should load all the way to the max or stop earlier when I check less. Ooh, $40. All right, 60.6. So now I need a 60.8. Oh, hit the right button. 60.8. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to go back and look at my email. It hadn't been long ago. I can send you a screenshot of the receipt. Yeah, I'm wondering if I should go all the way up to the max charge. I probably shouldn't, because it's that's for a 24-inch barrel, I think, on their chart. And I think mine's a 26. So that should increase the pressure a little bit. I think the pressure on the chart was, I think the pressure on the chart was higher than what I actually got as far as readings. 60.8. All right, 61. That is not right. 61. Yeah, I think the chart. I can't look because my phone is running the live right now. I want to say the chart said that 60 grains was supposed to be 2,600 or 2,700. I think it's 2,700. And I think when I shot it, I got 26 at the highest. 2550, 2550, 2560s. All right, 61. So I probably could stop earlier. 61. 61.0. All right, now we need 61.2. 61.2. No, I'm gonna do a string. What do they call? I think they actually call it a ladder. I'm gonna do a ladder in point 0.2 grain increments, but I'm only loading one round for every 0.2 increase. And I'm gonna shoot them all and then try to find a flat spot in the velocity. I think that's what they're calling a powder node. So if you can find like 4 bullets in a row that all stayed around the same velocity, then you load in the middle of those. So if it was 0.2, oh, that one went over. So say those four rounds that all stayed pretty close to the same velocity. If one was 60, 60.2, 60.4, 60.8, no, 6, then you would load at like 60.5, or no, yeah, somewhere around there. You'd load in the middle of those 4 rounds or whatever. So you have the best chance to stay at a consistent velocity, I guess. You just shoot a bunch of different grain loads until you find a spot that's kind of flat on the chart. Yeah. And from everything I'm reading, they call it a powder node. But I'm just learning this. I'm sure I've got 200 text messages with Holly in the past 2 or 3 months trying to extract a little knowledge from him every chance I get. 61.2. All right, now I need 61.4. Ah, I reran 61.2. Yeah, I don't remember how to cancel it. So I'm just going to let it pour it and I'll dump it back in there and then I'll change it again. Yeah, supposedly if you can find that flat spot on your chart, that's your powder node. Then you load right in the middle of it. So if you get a little variation either way, it shouldn't affect your velocity in a major way. Then once you get that, then you start changing your seating depth on your bullet. So seat it further and further down or closer to the riflings in the barrel until you find, I guess, the sweet spot that your gun likes. All right, what'd I say? The last one was a 60, let's see. The last one was a 61.2. So we need 61.4. 61.4. I think all of it is. You're just trying to find a happy spot that your barrel likes. I think that's all it is. And they say if you change your barrel, then you got to start over with this whole process. Do it again until you find one your barrel likes. Hopefully it goes smooth and I don't have to keep starting over trying different stuff. Can you hear me pretty good? I know the other day I did a live and I went back and tried to watch it and like my voice was real low where I couldn't hear it very good. All right, 61.4. Oh, it is quiet? Okay. Is that because you're surrounded by industrial equipment and half deaf? Or is it because it's actually quiet? All right, I think I turned it up a little bit. Oh, it probably is. It's quiet. Well, a fan just kicked on over by the squirrel cage or a heater, but it is quiet in this room. All right, that last one was 61.4. 60. All right, target 61.6. 61.6. No industrial. You mean they let you work in a enclosed space? I thought you were out there on the floor making things better. I guess sometimes you gotta sit at your desk so you can make things better, huh? 61.6. Last one was 61.4. Yep, that's right. Yeah, I'm wondering how far I should go if the max load is 65 grains. I don't know if I should go all the way up. I do not have the tool that you pull the bullets with. Okay. What's the little hammer that you hit to pull the bullets? And then you can get your powder, like if you want to tear a bullet apart. I do not. I don't think I have one of those. I take that back. Somebody gave me all their reloading stuff. So I might actually have one of those, and I just don't know it. It's probably in this desk. 61.6. You got one? 61.6. 61.8. 61.8. You don't have one then. I might actually have one. Let me see if I can open this drawer without hitting the camera. Oh, wow, barely. I do have one. I take that back. I actually do have one. I don't know what it's called, but one of my best friends growing up, his dad gave all of his reloading stuff to me and one of my other buddies, and because he said he wasn't going to use it anymore, and I've recently started using it, I guess. So I do have one. I just don't know how to use it or know what it's called. All right, 61.8. 61.8. I was watching a guy on here last night. Oh, dude. I haven't gotten one of those yet. Yeah, I have not. What's it called? Uh, Tumblr? I have not gotten a Tumblr. I looked at a couple, but I have not gotten one. 61.8. So we're on to 62. 62. Yeah, vibrator tumbler. They got the ultrasonic. They got ultrasonic ones. I think that's what Holly said he uses. I watched reviews on a bunch of them, and I think the tumblers gave a better result in all the YouTube videos I watched. They all had, they were adding some kind of dishwashing detergent. I can't remember if it was some kind of lemmy shine, and Dawn dishwashing detergent to their tumblers. And I think they were using the ones that got the best results were using stainless steel beads, almost like the almost like the beads in that powder. They were using like a stainless steel rod or a stainless steel bead, and their brass came out looked brand new. 62.0. And I don't know. Yeah, let me shine. That's it. And I also don't know what pressure signs are yet. What lemon is. Let me shine. That's weird. The chat on the phone looks completely different than it does on the TV. The spelling's even different. Yeah, for what I saw, you get a better result from the tumblers. They're just messier. 62. 60. Last one was 62.0, so 62.2. I'm sure the tumblers are just as loud as the ultrasonic, huh? I would think they would be louder. I heard that squirrel a second ago, but I guess he's done went back to sleep. 62.2. Okay. I was double guessing myself there for a second. I was like, did I just put powder in that one? No reason not to be safe. 62.2. Oh, he's doing good. I think he is drinking 10. 62.2. He's drinking 10 milliliters or 10 cc's now. Every time we give him a bottle, He's drinking like 10 cc's of puppy formula. I'm getting close to the bottom of the formula, I think. I probably got enough to make 2 more batches. All right, 62.4. 62.4. Yeah, I probably got enough. Oh, I turned the volume up. I think I turned the volume up, so you should be able to hear me a little better. Um, yep, 10 cc's every bottle. I think they say feed him every 2 hours. No, 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 every 3 to 4 hours. But I've just been feeding him when he's hungry. Like I'll come wake him up 2 times during the day, and then Rose and Jenny will feed him in the afternoons usually. Oh, too much. 62.4. Hmm. Yeah, I don't think I can turn it up anymore. I don't know for sure. I'll have to play with it a little bit. I actually don't know how to work the whole live thing very good. Other than making those squirrel videos, I've never did a live video on the phone before. It's got all kind of buttons over there. Let's see. So I just turned something on called retouch. I guess it makes my makeup look better and takes the wrinkles out of my skin. I don't know. I don't even know what it does. Let me turn it back off. Retouch off. Oh, I think it actually did change my face. Like take the freckles and stuff off. Maybe, maybe not. I can't really tell. The phone screen's too big. Maybe that's what it is. It says retouch on, retouch off. All right, now it's off. I think it did. I think it took away some of my freckles. That's probably for the girls making makeup videos or something. And then there's one that has a star. Good Lord, have mercy. That thing does a million different things. That's what it looks like. It even gives you try balls. Yep, that's strange. All right, how do I take it off? All right, back out of there. Yeah, there's a microphone. Let's just mute. I don't know what all those buttons do. All right, 62.4. 62.4. 62.4. I keep saying the same thing over and over. I'm just trying to keep track of what I'm doing. All right, now we need a 62.6. What day is it? That was weird. Sounded like the garbage truck was outside. Then it sounded like they ran over something. Hopefully my mailbox is still there. 62.6. 62.6. The last one was point 0.4. Yep, 62.6. Tuesday, yeah. I don't think the garbage is supposed to come till Wednesday. I don't know who that was out there running over stuff. I guess we'll find out later. Oh, they sent me a picture of the CPM assist. I think it was the CPM assist or the door assist. It looked like the whole thing had the control box had dismounted itself. But you're out in TWA, so you wouldn't. Hopefully, you wouldn't be involved in that, huh? 62.6. Oh, did they move your thing yet? 62.8. 62.8. Yes, 7 PRC. What's up, Vargas? I'm just starting at this stuff, so I don't actually know what I'm doing yet. You got a 7 PRC? $62.8. I always wanted to build a 7 rim mag, is what I wanted to build. And then the closer and closer that I got to wanting one of those, 7 PRC came out. And everybody I talked to just said it was better. Better than the rim mag. And it's not belted, so I went with that. I didn't want nothing. I didn't want a 30 caliber. I did a lot of I guess YouTube watching about what I guess North American game, and you got a lot of people taking them with 6 millimeter bullets, and then a lot of the guides want you to bring 7 mil or higher, and a lot of those videos I watched, the guides recommended like 7 rim mag really, and they were for shooting like big what elk, moose, bear, stuff like that. 62.8. So I just kind of wanted to go 7 millimeter, and then I just went 7 PRC because it was out and better. Yeah, I've got the 195 grain Elite Hunters, and then I've got H1000 is what I'm doing right now. I have not tried Retumbo yet. This is my first ladder test to see if I can find a powder node. All right, 62.8. So I need 63. I'm doing I've never done a ladder test before, so I'm doing zero point 0.2 grain increments from the minimum up to the maximum, which is 60 grains for the minimum, and then it goes up to 65. And I've had some people tell me to do zero point 0.5 grain increments, and then I've seen a bunch of YouTube videos. Everybody has their own way of doing it. How do you do it, Vargas? I'm just going, like I said, I'm just going zero point 0.2, and I'm just gonna go shoot them all, and then range everything and see if I can find a flat spot in the velocities. All right, 63. How do you, I got a better question. How do you keep track of which bullet is what grains of powder? I'm trying the Sharpie, but I grabbed one and it rubbed the numbers off. I might not have gave it a chance to dry though. It could be my fault. All right, 63. So I need a 63.2. Yeah, I figured so this is the only real rifle I have. I have like the most expensive rifle in my whole collection is a $300 H&R handy rifle that I hunted with. I think it's 308. That's the that's the nicest rifle I've ever had other than a 30-30. I think it was $300. We got it from a guy and his wife were getting divorced and she was selling all of his guns and we got it for $300. So that's the nicest rifle I've ever had. I figured if I like 7 PRC, I'll probably buy a hunting rifle later on down the road. I'll buy me a 7 PRC hunting rifle and then I'll already be equipped with everything I need to make my own bullets for it. Yes. Oh, that one overloaded. 63.2. That's pretty cool about this thing. If it goes over, well, you can't see it. If it goes over, it says over on there and it won't let you do another one until you acknowledge that it went over. And then you can start the next one. Oh, yeah. That's probably not a bad idea. I probably need to get me a notebook and sit it up here on the table and just leave it in here so I can write down what I did, what day, and all that mess. I tried to turn the volume up again. You can tell me if it's any louder. Let's see, we're going for 63.2. The last one was a 63.0. 63.2. $63.2. Lewis, or Vargas, I don't know. When you were loading the H1000 with the wait. Oh, you haven't done the load development for your brothers yet. Okay. I thought you'd already done it. I was gonna ask you what you ended up landing on. All right, 63.4. 100. I guess technically you could shoot them into the ground, like Holly said. Um, yeah, technically, I guess you could shoot them into the ground because all you're really looking for is velocity. You're looking for a flat spot in the velocity chart or the, I guess, your recordings. So technically, you could shoot them into the ground, right? But I'm shooting them at 100. 63.4. Oh, I did. Earlier I dumped one out to make sure I didn't have powder in it. I don't know why I did that. I saw the other day that the good thing about rifles is you can't double charge them. So like with that 63.4, my powder is it's like up here. I don't know if you can see that. It's all the way up there. So there's like no way for you to double charge it. It would literally pour out the neck of the case. All right, what was this? This was a 63.4. 63.4. You like my handwriting? It's not the best. Oh, it looks weird on there. 63.4. Yes, that is not fun. Just shooting into the just shooting into the ground is not fun. All right, 63.6. Definitely, I would agree that is not fun at all. I think they said pistols, or when you get bad about double charging, is pistol rounds. So apparently, like 9 millimeter, you must be able to double charge it without even noticing. There, that fan just kicked on. You might be able to hear it humming in the background. 63.6. All right. So what I do, something else I have to figure out is relative uh okay, 2850. So you do 0.2 grain increments? Oh, two, yeah, you do 2 grain increments. You got to mean point 0.2 because you're doing 2 grain increments. Going from 60 to 65 grains, you're only that's only 3 rounds, right? So point he's got to be talking about point 0.2. Uh yeah. Okay. So you that's basically what I'm doing. How many rounds at each increment do you normally do? I'm just doing one, which I figure people will hate on me for that because I'm sure they're like, well, you need 3 rounds or 5 rounds at each increment. But I'm just doing 1 round at each point 0.2. That's my plan right now. I'm hoping that I don't have anything crazy happen and I should get a nice flat spot somewhere on my chart. 63.6 was the last one. So we need a 63.8. That was my neighbor's. Well, my probably my neighbor's kid. He uh he usually comes and brings all his friends over to their house once a year, and I guess they're sighting in their turkey guns or their hunting rifles or something. They'll come over there and shoot a bunch. I think that was after church, like Sunday afternoon. Yeah, I think I heard it. I went outside to see if my dad was shooting, but he wasn't down there at the targets. Or he wasn't down there at the range. So I'm pretty sure it was my neighbors because it was right behind my house. 23.6. Oh, I just did a 23.6. Oh, what am I doing? I just did a 63.6. So I just reran the same one. So I need a 63.8. 63.8. Oh, that might be something different. What I heard was like Sunday. It might have been Sunday afternoon. I know we were home from church and we had already ate, and I heard it. But when I walked outside, it was coming from my neighbor's backyard. And like I said, his son usually brings his friends over and shoot. They shoot once or twice a year. They don't shoot as much as I do, so I definitely ain't gonna complain. I'd rather hear it a lot more people shooting. If I had enough money, I'd go out there and shoot every day. What'd you hit? Oh, I didn't mean to hit that. Oh, is this some kind of a button that makes you wave? I see where it says chili cheese said hi. You do 3 rounds per charge. Oh, okay. So you can get a standard deviation and a group. Oh, you're doing all of it at once. So you're getting your standard deviation, you're getting a 3 round group, and at each charge. Man, I bet you're out there shooting all day. I bet you're out there shooting all day. 63.8. 63.8. Really? So I've got the actual live pulled up on the TV above me. I was hoping that I could see here, I'll show it to you. I was hoping that I could see the comments. So you can see the comments up there. I was hoping I could see the comments on a bigger screen, is what I was hoping. I was hoping I could see the comments on a bigger screen, but there's like a, let's see, there's got to be a, oh wow, 7 second delay or more. So if I wanted to use that to read the comments without having to look at the tiny screen, I would be, yeah, it wouldn't work. Definitely wouldn't work. All right, last one, 63.8. So we need a 64. I wonder how hard it is to, oh yeah, I could probably screen mirror to it. That'd probably be a good idea. If this TV will do that. Well, yeah, that would work. I might try that in a second. Matter of fact, let me try it right now. Let's see. Let me go home. Uh, and let's try screen mirror. All right. Hey, that worked. That worked. That worked. Let's see. I'll check it. I'll let you see it. They're still kind of small, but I can see it pretty good. Way better than staring at the small screen on the phone. Good suggestion. You're my number one fan there, Chili Cheese Cola. I'm sure you'll get an alert in your email that you're my number one fan, and you get some kind of badge, or is that Facebook? I know I've looked at a person's post before, and the first time I've ever even seen them, I looked at their post, and then the the next day I get an email that says I'm their number one fan. All right, let's see, 64.0. Oh, have you been getting the text messages from the DMV? It says Mississippi DMV, you have a unpaid fine and your driver's license has been revoked or some crap like that. I've been getting those for the past like 4 days. Now 64. So that's the second bullet I've had like this in this pack. And everybody's like, burgers, burgers, burgers are the only ones to get. So if you check that out, of course, the bullet's supposed to be smooth all the way around. If you look, there's a groove. See that? Oh, it's hard to get the camera. Won't focus on it. Let's see, right there. There's like a groove in the jacket. I wish the. Let's see if I can get it to focus. You see that groove at the top of the jacket? That's the second one I've had in the box like that. Box of 100. That's kind of sketchy. Oh no, I gotta redo that one. I just bounced the case on the ground and like 2 or 3 grains of powder came out. Make that 4. Trying to make sure it's clean. All right, that's 64. We definitely got to redo that one. Let's get us another 64. Yeah, I bounced it in. Oh, yeah. I bounced it in like powder went everywhere. Oh, goodness. So I guess that other guy that was in here, I wonder if I can go backwards on the chat. Oh, I can. Uh, he does 3 round charges. Oh, 3 rounds at every charge. Dude, that would be. Oh, wow. What are you talking about? I'm doing 25. So you're talking about 75 rounds? No. I probably should. You're right. But no, I'm I'm not putting the weird bullet in there. All right, 64. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna redo that again. Another granule of powder fell from somewhere while I was doing that. I think it fell from the trickler. I wonder what you're supposed to do with the loose grains of powder. Like, do you put them back in there after you pick them up with your hand? I'm sure you get some kind of humidity in them or some kind of moisture. All right, going for 64 again. Oh, I don't know how much that matters. Might not matter at all. I'll have to look it up. Maybe Chat GPT can fill me in. I don't know. Now I'm still looking at the phone for the. Guess I should take this. I'm still looking at the phone for the chat. Now that it's on the TV, I shouldn't have to. All right, come on, 64. Let's do it right one time. Yeah, if Lewis loads like that, that means he's shooting 75 bullets. to collect his data, which I guess I'll probably end up doing the same thing. If you look at the whole overall, I don't know. So my plan is X amount of rounds. Right now it's looking like 5, 10, 15, 20, like 25 maybe, around 24, 25. Shoot 25.2 grain increments, find the powder node, then load 5 or 10 at that node, go shoot them, verify that the velocities stay flat or stay low, stay, what would it be? Is that low deviation, low standard deviation, I think they're calling it. So the change in the velocities in those 10 rounds stays low. Then, if that stays low, I should be good on my powder node. Then I just go out and start changing my seating depth based off of group sizes. And I also have a tuner for the barrel that I can adjust once I get a good group size. All right, 64. I don't know what time it is. I know, I've been in here for a while. 64.0. So now we need a 642. So I should be able to, I don't know, we'll see. This is my first time. This is my first go round, so I'm learning. I know this thing's awesome. I don't know if you jumped in before I was done priming. I think you did. That Frankfurt Arsenal uh primer. That thing's it's nice. You can prime them up pretty quick. All right, 64.2. 64.4 is what we're going for. I need to text John Lee. I'm supposed to go play golf one day. Let's see if he wants to go. $64.4. What's up, whoever watching? Just learning how to reload and trying to find a powder node. Over. If any of y'all have done this before and have some suggestions, let me know. My plan is to shoot these 25 rounds. They're all loaded in sequential order, I guess, of 0.2 grain increments in powder charge. 7 PRC with H1000 powder and Burger Elite Hunters. 64.4. I said I was going to stop early. I might stop there because my barrel's 2 inches. Nah, let's go ahead and run it out. I need some experience disassembling bullets anyways, I guess, if I go over 64.6. Need to get the baby squirrel out. Let's see what he's up to. There we go. Let's bring him in. No, 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 no. I'm using just an arbor press. I'm just using an arbor press. It is not bench mounted. It does have holes though. I could bench mount it. All right. Here, chill out right there for a minute. Swirl. Oh no. All right. I have lost something. Oh well, we'll have to worry about it later. All right, get out of this bullshit, squirrel. No, I'm using arbor press. Can you see that? Oh yeah, he's figuring out how to work that tail. The he's been doing he's been doing pretty dang good. Let's see. Here, come here, look at her. Get in front of the camera for a minute. Let him see. Oh, ow, 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 ow. Stop biting me. Ow. You little stank. He must be hungry. That joker's biting fire from my finger. Ow, ow. You little stank. Ow. Yeah, I better finish reloading so I can go get this joker some food. Look at him. Look at ow, ow. Gosh, dang. That joker's got some cutters on him. He ain't broke skin yet, but he ain't far from it. He ain't far from it. Let me put him up for a second and let me get this done. And then I'll get him some food. Come on, stinky squirrel. Over here. We'll get you some food in just a minute. All right, 64.6. Let's get that back going. There he is. 64.6. Um, they're scared of him right now. I think mostly because they know I'll whoop their butts if they attack him. 64.6. How'd you like that snow yesterday? Or did you even get to see it? I was outside. I think it started snowing 3 times yesterday in Mississippi in the middle of March. Starts snowing. Isn't that wild? 64.6. 64.8. Yeah. Oh, you didn't see any? I saw it 3 different times. I think I was outside at like my power was off yesterday. So my power went off early yesterday. 7:30 maybe? I think it was 7:30 in the morning. The power went out. So I went to Clinton to get something to eat. And then on the way back, it started snowing. I was at a red light and snow started hitting the windshield. And then I went somewhere else. Oh, I came home and I was working in the yard because the power was out. I was working in the yard and it started snowing again. 64.8. Yeah, it started snowing again. And then later on in the afternoon, I think I was working in the yard. 64.8. And it started snowing again. I thought that was pretty funny. Yeah, I can tell you this. It would fall, and as soon as it hit the ground, it would melt. Like it didn't even try to stick around. And it was weird. It wasn't a snowflake. It was what I saw was actually little tiny, I guess it almost looked like little tiny pieces of hail. They were like snowballs, I guess you'd call it. All right. Last one. 65 grain. So I should hopefully I can't hopefully I don't even get to this one. Hopefully because this is the max load. I think they said it runs at 69,000, 60,000 psi or 69,000 psi on the chart. So I shouldn't even make it to this one. This should be one of the bullets that I get to disassemble, I guess. Or who knows? I might get to go all the way up to it. Oh, okay, okay. 61.2 to 67.2. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about velocity. This is the first time I'm doing this, so I would think for my case, accuracy would be all I'm really worried about. What makes you want to stay at 2850 and above? As far as our, what is it? Yeah, as far as velocity, what makes you want to stay above 2850? Is that so you'll have a certain speed out at a specific distance that they might be hunting? 65. All right, 65. All right, that should be the last one. 65.0. Oh no, did I just spill that one too? I'm gonna redo that one just in case because I heard some powder fall. All right, 65 is empty. 65.0. Let's do that one again. Yeah, I'm curious why you want to be above 2850. Is it to stay above the transonic? Isn't it called transonic? So you want to stay above the transonic speed at a certain distance so the bullet doesn't start to wobble. Is that what it is? Or a specific speed for the correct damage on the animal at a certain distance, I guess. Over. Try that one again. So I wonder what. Oh, what are those buttons? There's even more buttons on this thing that I didn't see at the beginning. Games? Choose a game to stream with? The hell is that? I don't know what that is. Are you supposed to play a game while you stream? On your phone? Okay. I don't know about all that. All right. All right. We got a 65. Oh, again. All right. 65.0 right there. Already got a bullet out. Put that joker in there. All right. So we can put our funnel up. We're done loading powder. So we're done with the powder. Oh, okay. The faster, the flatter. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, you just want it to be, you're going for as fast as you can get, or the higher end of the velocity, so you'll have a flatter trajectory, I guess. And of course, less wind or less vulnerability to wind, I guess, is what we would be talking about. All right, let me see if I can open this door without hitting the camera. Wow. Dude, did I just place everything perfectly or what? All right. So I should be able to bring this bad boy over here. You can get this cable out of the way. Be able to ease this guy over to the side here. And dump this powder back in here. Tell you what, this stuff it has its own distinct smell. I don't guess I've ever really paid attention to how it smells before, but it's got its own smell, that's for sure. Thought this was faster last time. There we go. That makes. I didn't open the valve all the way up. Okay. Now I need to get the rest of it out of the trickler. So let's just run another 65. I have a feeling we're not going to make it. There we go. guess I need to figure out how to cancel that. Here we go. I guess that's how you cancel it. It is H1000 you were talking about. Lewis. Mr. Lewis. Or Mr. Vargas. Alright, let's see. We should be able to turn that off. We're done with that right now. Put our powder away. We're done with that. Alright, all we're doing now is seating some bullets. Man, I got powder everywhere. Alright, let's see what I need here. I don't know if I'm doing this right or not, but that's how I'm doing it. Oh, you got that nose in that powder, that's right. Alright, let's try not to spill that. Alright, let's see. So last time I did this, it actually went really smooth. The I ran all of them through a Nick sizing mandrel before primed them. So I think they're only like a couple thousandths over or under the bullet size. So it ended up working out pretty good last time. So let's see. I guess it doesn't really matter in which order I go, as long as I put them back where I got them from. And I'm gonna put some lube on the neck. Some graphite. Hopefully I don't spill them. $60.2. So I think, where's my chart at? Or what I had wrote down. So I need overall to be 2.67. 2.672 is what I was going with. 2.672. 2.643. 2.64. Oh, never mind. My goal was 2.642, and this is 2.643. So that's perfect as far as I'm concerned. 0.1, 0.001 off. All right. I'm gonna switch them back to the. Gonna have to move them just because it's gonna be goofy picking them up like this. So I'm gonna move them here. So that's gonna be my start. Is my 60.2. All right. So I'll go to my 60.3. Put a little graphite on there. $60.4. I kind of enjoy this. It's fun. The actual reloading. And I know it's not, I guess it's not your typical reloading where you have the progressive press and you're running everything in there and you're just cranking out rounds every time you move your hand. But it's still pretty neat and fun. I think it's something that most guys would enjoy to learn how to do. And I'm sure, unlike most guys, you like doing stuff, or you like reaching your final goal with something that you actually built or designed or made yourself. It's not the same as going and buying a box of bullets and shooting them. And you learn so much stuff anytime you take on a new project with something that you've never been involved with before. You learn all kind of new stuff that you didn't know. And it goes a lot faster than you think. Not as fast as buying bullets at Bass Pro Shop, but still pretty fast when you think about it. So, how many did I make? I guess this is a box and a half. No, it's like 25 rounds. So, and I wasn't in any hurry. I'm sitting here talking. No, no work. That dang squirrel then come over here and he's crawling up my leg. You believe that? Come here, Joker. He then got out of his cage and come over here and he's trying. Oh, and he's trying to crawl. Oh, stop biting me, turd. He's just wild today. Look at him. He's trying to bite my knuckle. That's wild. Let me see if I can get him back up. Let's see if I can get. You little turd. Let me see if I can get him back over here. Look, look, let go of me. I know he's hungry now. That joker done come out of the cage and tried to crawl up my leg to get to eat my finger. Definitely gonna have to get him some food here in a second. No, I'm not working today. Is that Adam or is that Mike? I'm off in March most of the time. 61.6. Yeah, That's a 61.8. That Joker's already getting ready to get out of his cage again. Can you hear me? I did drop my microphone earlier. Let me check another one to make sure I'm still. What do we say? 264, 2. Here we go. 264, 2. 264, 20. It's actually perfect. 61.8. All right. Get a little graphite in the neck. What's up, baby? Yeah, I've been working outside trying to get a little awning for the to park the boat under. Yesterday I got a couple post holes drilled out. I need to put some rebar in them and pour some concrete. But today it was so cold, I figured I'd just do something inside. That was a little more fun. So I came in here to load some bullets. What's up? What's that, Jacoby? I'm saying you're gonna be the only one panting over here, I guess. Cause I ain't fixing to pant like a dog. These people come in and start doing ludicrous comments. What was it? The other day I did a video with a squirrel. And some kid came in here and he's like, excuse me, how do you feel about chain smoking cigarettes? Like, no relevance to anything that's going on. Uh-oh. Jacoby must have said something. Oh, he took his message back. Said he redacted his message and then bailed. Bailed on the live. And squirrels over there standing on top of the heater. Doesn't look like I'll be live for too much longer. My phone's getting kind of low. I guess I need to get some kind of adapter. I put on my phone so I can charge it. And have another USB device plugged in at the same time. $63.4. Wonder how many pencils I'd have to grind up to get all that graphite instead of buying it. 63.6. $64. $64. Oh, 5 more to go. This part goes by quick, way quicker than loading the powder. $64.2. Let's put it back one so I can get to this one. 64.4. Get a little more graphite on our Q-tip. That one's stuck down in there a little bit. I don't think I've had that happen. I had a couple sit down in there a little bit, but that one was, I had to pull on it a hair. Almost 3 o'clock. I wonder if graphite's flammable at all in powder form. Like if it adds anything to the combustion at high temperatures and high temp, and what would it be? High pressure and high temp. All right, 65. All right, there we go. One full ladder at 0.2 grain increments. graphite up. Looks like I might have got graphite on me. All right. See how slow it falls in there? Oh, that one went fast. All right. Oop, I bumped the camera. We'll cover this up. And I think that's going to be it for the live. I see somebody still here. One person. Oh, well. If you watched any at all, I appreciate it. I'm sure it'll help the channel. If you're still here and you're not subscribed, click that subscribe button. And it won't be long. We'll get to shoot a couple of these. All right. Y'all have a good day. Apparently, my phone has frozen and it will not allow me to stop the live if I'm even still live. Oh, wow. So it has sent the, here, let's see if I can fix it like this. It sent the do I want to stop streaming button to my TV instead of my phone. So I'm just going to have to crash the app to make it stop. But anyway.